Welcome to The Kid Cave, the podcast where young sports fans learn all about the games they love, from how sports work to the stories of legendary athletes. We break it all down in a way that's fun, easy to understand, and packed with cool facts. So if you're curious about sports and ready to learn something new, you're in the right place. Let's explore the world of sports, one play at a time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Kid Cave. I'm Dan. That's...
Hudson.
What was that? Nobody could hear you.
Hudson.
There you go. How you doing?
Good.
Good. All right. On this episode, we're going to dabble into a little bit of everything right now. Plus, Hudson has a new segment he wants to do. What is it called?
Game tips.
Game tips. So, what is that about? Give us a little preview.
So, basically...
Yeah, speak up, though, okay?
So, if you, play Madden when it's football season, we'll have a tip for that when it's football season. And we'll do the same thing for NBA 2K and, the show, MLB The Show, and then possibly 2K for golf.
Ooh, all right. Sounds good. So we're going to lead it off with our little fun fact, kind of an icebreaker type of deal. I got one. Okay, it's kind of a random one. So we know in the Super Bowl, what do players and coaches and a lot of team staff get? Besides the trophy, what do they all get?
Rings.
If they win. Rings. Did you know the refs get rings too?
No.
Yeah, apparently the officials get rings too. So there's your fun fact. Kind of a weird fact of the day too. So, all right, let's do a little game on, kind of a run through of the sports world. Did you want to do our first half MVP, offensive player, defensive player for NFL?
Yes.
All right, so...
Rookie of the year.
You want to do Rookie of the Year too? So we got to do offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year. You ready to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure camera's up there. Not there, bro. So let's start off with the NFL world because we're a little bit past the halfway mark right now. And you look at the AFC, the number one team, the Broncos. They got the top seed right now.
I thought the Colts did.
Nope, Broncos are 9-2, and they just beat the Chiefs. Your 2 seed is the Patriots. Then it's the Colts. Then you got the Steelers because they're leading their division. Buffalo is the 5th seed. Chargers are the 6th seed. Jacksonville is the 7th seed. No Chiefs right now in the playoffs.
No Ravens.
No Ravens either. Although the Ravens, they're getting better. They're getting close, right? So, and then on the NFC side of things, Philadelphia, the Rams, the Bears. They're in the division lead right now as a 3 seed. Tampa's the 4. Seattle's the 5. Green Bay's the 6. And then San Francisco's at 7.
6, 7.
Is that phase over with yet?
No.
Come on. So that's how so who would you say is the MVP right now in the NFL?
I think we should do that last.
Oh, you want to do that last? Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you want to do first? You got
The players of the year, not the rookies.
So the offensive rookie of the year, offensive player of the year and defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, offensive player of the year. Who is it?
Drake May.
You're going to go Drake?
Wait, no. Jackson Smith-Njigba.
That's not a bad pick. He's off to he's having a really, really, really good year. That's a good pick. I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. As mine. Jonathan Taylor's offensive player of the year.
Hey, stop cheating.
Well, all right. Well, I'm sorry. But, okay. Who do you have for the defensive player of the year?
He has 11 sacks. I'm going to go Brian Burns.
That's not a bad pick.
Brian Burns or Myles Garrett? Stop.
Cheating. I'm looking up names. I'm going Micah Parsons. He may not have all the sack numbers, but you look at all the pressure ones and the difference he has made. I'm going Micah Parsons for the Packers. So,
all right.
Rookie of the year.
Offense or defense?
Offense.
Offense? I think if he comes back soon enough, I'm going to have Jackson Dart.
That's not a bad one. Emeka is going to be a popular one, but you know who's playing really well? I'm going to go Tet McMillan, wide receiver from Carolina, as offensive rookie of the year. That's my pick.
Okay.
So, all right, defensive rookie of the year is kind of hard.
Yeah, I want you to go first because I think I might have mine in my mind, but
I was going to go with a linebacker from Cleveland, Carson.
Carson Schweinzinger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Abdul Carter.
Okay. High draft pick, right? We'll see. But, all right, then MVP, right?
Yeah.
All right, who's the MVP in your opinion?
I know who yours is, so I'm gonna make you go first.
Mine would be Drake May right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake May with the Patriots and such. So I think you could make a case for Jonathan Taylor, but that's why I got him as Offensive Player of the Year because that's how NFL awards go. It's pretty much who wins Offensive Player of the Year is like the second MVP. So I'm gonna go Drake May, and that's usually a quarterback that gets MVP anyways.
Yeah, I know. But I'm still gonna take Jonathan Taylor as my MVP.
I wouldn't argue with it. I would actually like it. Former Badger, right? So that's kind of where the football world is right now. For the NBA world, this is where things are. So if you're a Bucks fan, Giannis is out for a couple weeks. He pulled a groin muscle. Those are very difficult. Pistons are in the top spot in the Eastern Conference, 13-2, and the Bucks are actually going to play them a couple times too, and it might be without Giannis. First one is for sure. You got the Cavs at second, Raptors 9-5, Knicks are in the 4th spot, 76ers 5th, Hawks 6th, Heat 7th, Bulls 8th, 9th is the Celtics, 10th is the Magic, and the Bucks with an 8-7 record are at 11. Nobody can hear you because you're not talking loud enough, dude.
Look at the drop off between 11 and 12. The Bucks are at 8-7. The Hornets are at 4-10.
Yep. That's the Eastern Conference.
Wait, the Pacers are in last place?
Yeah, Pacers have won one game, dude. I told you that the other day.
Oh, they're worse than the Wizards.
Yeah.
Wizards have only won 1, too.
Wizards have lost 12. Pacers have lost 13. That's why.
Yeah.
So, Western Conference, you've got the Thunder, 14-1. They're just on a tear. Nuggets, 10-3. Rockets, 9-3. Lakers, 11-4. Spurs, 10-4. They're in the 5th seed. The Timberwolves, we're kind of fans of the Timberwolves a little bit. 9-5 as the 6th seed. The Suns are in the 7th spot at the time of this recording, but it's basketball, and there's basketball games every night, so that could change. Warriors 8, Trailblazers 9, Jazz 10. That's your top 10 so far. So that's the NBA standings right now. Giannis, it's close. But when Giannis went out, he was the only player in the NBA averaging 30 points and 10 rebounds. Joker was close, though. He was like 29.2 at the time of this recording, and he's leading the league in rebounds. Get this. The Joker is leading the league in assists, too. And he's a center. He's averaging a triple-double again.
A game?
Yeah. Almost 30 points, over 13 rebounds, and over 11 assists a game.
Jeez.
This might be a topic for a future one. Best centers of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time. And there's like different centers. You got Shaqs, you got the Jokers, you got Kareems, you've got Wilt Chamberlains, you've got the Hakeem Olajuwons, Bill Russells, all those.
You got Elton Jenkins.
No, that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. Oh, gosh. So, I know you're not the biggest hockey fan, but we got some people who are hockey fans. So, we'll go through the rundown of where things are at. In the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic Division, you got the Red Wings, the Bruins, and the Canadiens as your top 3, along with the Lightning there. The Metropolitan Division, you got the Hurricanes, the Devils, Penguins, Islanders, Blue Jackets, Rangers. That one's kind of up there, pretty close, tight-knit and such. Western Conference, you've got the Avalanche, the Stars, the Jets, and the Blackhawks. The Utah Mammoth, that if they would have kept it with the Utah Yetis, that would be my new favorite team. But they didn't do it.
Not the Kraken?
I would have switched from the Kraken. I would have switched. Speaking of which, Pacific, the Mighty Ducks are in first place right now. The Golden Knights, the Kings, and then my Kraken round out the top 4. So we got to get you to going to a pro hockey game is a lot of fun. You got to try it. I'm not the world's biggest hockey fan, but I went to a game and it's a lot of fun. So that's kind of what?
No.
All right, so that's kind of your rundown in the sports world. You ready to do a little huddle up history? It's baseball related.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
All right. So, Major League Baseball just announced their award winners, right? A few days ago. What?
I didn't know that.
You gotta speak up, man. You're too quiet. You're loud when the mic is off. You gotta be loud when the mic is on.
Loud.
Right? So, Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani won the MVP. Shohei, okay. Aaron Judge, no. It should have been Cal Raleigh. I'm just saying. Yep.
No.
But anyways, who's got the most MVPs in baseball history? I'm asking you.
Mickey Mantle?
No. Barry Bonds has 7. Barry Bonds has 7 MVPs.
6, 7.
No. The next one then is Shohei Ohtani, who has 4 MVPs. He's already. Do you think he's gonna catch Barry Bonds? What?
I mean, he's only 30.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he will.
Okay.
Depends on
He needs just 3 more.
It depends on someone good from the American League comes over to the National League.
All right, so we got Ohtani. Judge is at 3. This is your list. There's a boatload of players who are at 3. Aaron Judge has 3. Mike Trout has 3. Albert Pujols has 3. Alex Rodriguez, Mike Schmidt, Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Roy Campanelli, Stan Musial, Joe DiMaggio, Jimmy Fox all have 3 MVPs. So, little bit of history on the MVP award. In 1931, the Baseball Writers Association of America has bestowed an MVP award to a player in the National League and the American League. Before 1931, 2 similar awards were issued. The League Award was issued during 1922 and 1928, and in the American League, and during the 24-29 seasons in the National League. During 1911 and 1940, the Chalmers Award was issued to a player in each league. Criteria was very similar to a lot of what we know as the MVP award right now. So the Baseball Writers Association of America that's kind of who votes on it right now for the MVP award and such. So not to go through it because there's a lot of different versions of this, if you will. So in the Chalmers Award at 1911, when it kind of first started, Ty Cobb won it in the American League. Frank Schultz won it in the Cubs League, so they were the first winners for that. The League Awards, George Sisler won it for the American League in 1922 for the first time. In 1924, for the National League, it was Dazzy Vance that won it for the first time. The first ever MVP award as we know it right now, American League, Lefty Grove, and then Frankie Frisch for the National League. Those were your first ones. So, a little bit of history background on the MVP award. I think Ohtani's going to beat Barry Bonds, by the way. I don't know if I said that or not. I think he is. Because he's going to continue to pitch. He's going to continue to hit. He isn't, I mean, he's an awesome player. I hate to say it because he's in the National League against our Brewers too, but that's kind of where we're at. So that's your Huddle Up history. Did you learn a little bit, at least? A little bit? Yeah? Okay. Stat Lab time. So this one, it's kind of, usually we learn about a stats and, kind of explain it, but this is a little bit of a different route. Baseball-wise, you've probably been hearing, if you follow baseball a lot, qualifying offer. So what is a qualifying offer? Because Brandon Woodruff for the Brewers, we're Brewers fans, signed a qualifying or accepted his qualifying offer from the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's give you a little bit of a history. A team will extend a qualifying offer to a player, and this year that number was a 1-year deal with a little over $22 million. In fact, the number is $22.025 million. Okay, that's the qualifying offer teams can extend to a player. Why do teams do that? The player could accept it, and that's what they get paid for that year to play. If the player doesn't accept it and he signs a contract elsewhere, then that team Like the Brewers, let's say Brandon Woodruff signed with the Atlanta Braves. The Brewers then would get a draft pick in return since they extended him a qualifying offer and he declined it. Okay?
Yeah.
But how do you get the $22 million? It's based off the average of the highest paid 125 Major League Baseball players. So you got to go through 125. Who are the top 125 paid Major League Baseball players in the average salary from that? So think about that.
And Ohtani.
So think about that. It's 125 baseball players are at least making $22 million. That's insane. That's a lot of money. $22 million per year. Think about that. Kids grow up to be baseball players because there's a lot of money in there. So that's where you get the qualifying offer average with a little over $22 million. You take the average of the top 125 paid baseball players. So a lot of players, more so this year, it's kind of rare for a player ever since they incorporated this to accept a qualifying offer. This year it was a little bit more because there might be potentially a strike in 2027. So, but that's what a qualifying offer is. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Playbook before we get to a little show and tell, and then Hudson's new segment called Game Tip. So, going back to football, we know what the playbook segment is. We look at plays and such and kind of break it down. What's this called, Hudson? It looks like a tree. So what do you think it's called?
The tree route.
A route tree, right? For a wide receiver. So these are just kind of the basic routes for a receiver.
Flat, hitch, curl.
Move your head so the light doesn't. So can you read them off for me very loud?
Corner, go, post, out, dig, comeback, curl, flat, slant, hitch.
There you go. So those are the basic routes for a lot of receivers. So if you're watching a game or maybe you're playing flag football or whatever level football and you hear your coach or you hear somebody talk about a flat route, a dig route, a corner route, a post route, all that stuff. That's what these are. These are the basic route tree or routes. And I call it a route tree for a while. I'm trying not to get the reflection, so Hudson, you're going to have to move your head a little bit. So those are stupid light. Look at that. It's like highlighting. See that light? There we go. So, but these are the basic. It's kind of like a tree. It is a tree. It's a route tree. So those are what the routes are. Those are the basic ones. Now, if you really get into the nitty gritty of it all, you listen to an offensive play caller. They can get really down into the weeds. Do you ever hear of a quarterback call a play in a huddle?
No.
You should YouTube it because there's no way you would understand what they're saying. There's code words and all that sort of stuff. But that's the playbook. Just explaining a little bit about the route tree. I'm trying to get the angle so you can see it a little bit better. That light is not helping our cause out. So there you go. All right.
Let me borrow the marker.
We got show and tell first though, Hudson. So show and tell before we get to, right? Show and tell?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you do show and tell right now? Explain what we got.
So,
speak loudly, please.
We got this Christian Watson rookie patch autograph card from 2022. Let me see it again, please. Rainbow foil card, numbered 130 out of 299.
So that's our show and tell. In honor of Christian Watson getting 2 touchdown catches.
I'm not done.
I'm just saying why we picked Christian Watson because of 2 touchdown catches.
Okay.
So, what else? Speak loudly.
Genmit 9.
All right. So, 9 out of 10, right? All right. Okay, do your game tip and make sure you speak loudly, please.
All right. Got a tip for Madden. So, did you know that if all your receivers are guarded tightly, you don't have to throw a pick? You just have to press RS on PlayStation and R3 on Xbox. And just hope a receiver is nearby, and the quarterback will throw it out of bounds.
The throwaway?
Yeah.
The throwaway. Good tip for anybody who plays PlayStation or Xbox, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, I only got one extra credit question for you. Ready?
Yeah.
What, did you want more?
Yeah.
Well, you could come up with questions too. Okay, I'll come up with one on the fly, but I'm going to ask you this one first.
We need a marker board.
No, we're not doing that right now. So, who has scored the most points in an NBA game?
Wilt Chamberlain.
How many points did he score?
100.
How did you know that?
School.
You didn't learn that in school.
Yeah, I did. It was on this app on our iPads, and I listened to it.
Okay, I thought maybe I was going to get you in that one. So stop cheating.
You!
Who has the most points scored in their career for the Packers? No cheating. Hudson.
Come on. I can't.
You know this player. He just retired a few years ago.
Just retired a few?
Yep.
Greg Jennings?
No.
Don Driver?
No. Played a long time.
Long time. Did he finish with the Packers?
No.
Randall Cobb?
No.
I don't know.
Mason Crosby is your winner. Think about it. Extra points and field goals, Hudson. So your top two are Mason Crosby, Ryan Longwell, but somebody in the third spot holds it, and it's still pretty impressive that he is the third leading scorer still in Packers history.
Is he still playing?
No. You should know this one.
Is it someone I said?
No.
Sterling Shepard?
No.
Sterling Sharp?
No.
I don't know what his name is. Sterling Sharp?
No, I said.
I know, but what's his name?
He's your name, Don Hutson. Third leading scorer of all time.
I was not talking about that.
But that's the answer.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the Sterling guy. What's his name?
Sterling Sharp.
Okay.
Yes, but I said no. So.
About that.
No, we're done. So try or look it up. Look up more Don Hudson stuff, for crying out loud. So that's going to do it for us on this episode of The Kid Cave. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Hudson, say see you later.
Yeah.
All right, that's not the camera. Camera's up there. Say bye again. Wave.
Bye.
All right, check you next time.